We can't allow people to come and, say things about Ghana and go just like that. There are some things that you and I are saying normal, but when foreigners come, they see it as a big deal. So if you're a foreigner and you are in Ghana for Dirty December, I want you to know that it's not only Ghanaians that are in Ghana for Dirty December. People are coming from different countries, and the mindset you are coming with is different from the mindset someone else is coming into the country with. Some people are coming to have fun. Some people are coming with good vibes. Some people are coming to rob. Yes. So be careful. Make sure you take care of yourself. When you are out, make sure you are alerted. I'm not saying Ghana is not safe. Ghana is safe. But during festive period like this, you have to be careful, because it's not just Ghanaians that are in Ghana. And the country is going to be choked up. Anybody can claim to be something and cheat you. Be careful. Be careful, okay? Be careful. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Delphina and I'm super excited returning back to you. I know, right? I know I'm calm today, and that's because I'm not feeling well. Please pardon me, okay? It's just that it's very important I put this video out here for you guys to see. Today, I'm not gonna talk much and I'm gonna talk slow, okay? So in today's video, I want us to check out this video trending on the internet about African Americans complaining about Ghana police. Yeah, so these African Americans visit Ghana for Dirty December. According to them, some of them are here for just a day, 2, 3, and all of this is already happening to them. So Ghanaians decided to react to their allegations. Yeah, according to Ghanaians, these are allegations, and that's because they know they are police 100%. Well, another amazing news is that the Ghana Tourism Authority came out to speak about this same issue. I hope you all are ready for this video, because it's gonna be hot. Oh my god, my head is banging. But it's very important for you to check this video out. So guys, please make sure you watch this video very carefully and listen to every word attentively, okay? Because we can't allow people to come and, say things about Ghana and go just like that. There are some things that you and I are saying normal, but when foreigners come, they see it as a big deal. Well, I'm not supporting the fact that Ghanaian police allegedly took money from these people. Yeah, I'm not supporting that. But the thing is that they should be aware that Ghanaian governments are not in support of these activities. Nah, they're not in support of it. And once they are caught, their own don't finish. Yeah, let me even make it that way. Their own don't finish. It means they are finished, because Ghana government will not take it lightly with them. In Ghana here, nobody is above the law. If you like, it should be the governor, the MP, the chief judge. When you do something that goes against the law of Ghana, they will deal with you according to the crime you commit. This is Ghana for you. So we want you guys to be rest assured that you are safe when you are in Ghana. Ghana is not like other countries. Now, it's not like other countries. I won't lie. E.g., my country, Nigeria. When something happened to you, if you like, talk. You talk for a year, nobody will even say anything. Let me make an example with the killings that is happening in Nigeria. Normally, if they attack a community, it's either the governor or the president will go visit the community and, send his condolences to the family that lost their beloved ones. But in Nigeria, it doesn't happen like that anymore. Something will happen and nobody will even care to go. Nobody will even care to go. But here in Ghana, they care about people. They care about you and I. Why wouldn't we come to Ghana? Why wouldn't we come and live in Ghana, where we are being appreciated? We are being appreciated. Like, everybody would love to be appreciated. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. When I am here telling you guys things, you guys will think I am joking. But see, there's no single word that I say out of my mouth that is a joke. I mean everything I say on this channel. And most of my comments are usually my experience. So if you're a foreigner and you are in Ghana for Dirty December, all I will tell you is that you should be careful because anybody can claim to be something and cheat you. You understand? And I want you to know that it's not only Ghanaians that are in Ghana for Dirty December. People are coming from different countries, and the mindset you are coming with is different from the mindset someone else is coming into the country with. Some people are coming to have fun, some people are coming with good vibes, some people are coming to rob. Yes. So be careful. Make sure you take care of yourself. When you are out, make sure you are alerted. I'm not saying Ghana is not safe. Ghana is safe. But during festive period like this, you have to be careful because it's not just Ghanaians that are in Ghana. And the country is going to be choked up, okay? Be careful.
I don't know what is going on in Ghana, and I don't know if I'm the only one noticing this, but I've seen multiple videos of people, diasporans or people visiting Ghana, claiming that they have been robbed by the Ghana police. Like, the whole story be mad. It's not just one video. I've seen multiple videos. I think I've done a video already. And I don't know if the whole thing is true or this one is a deliberate something that is going on. Already, the Ghana name Nankasa is out there. People are claiming that the country is not safe and things. And then these things are building up. This particular lady over here, according to her, she said she was kidnapped and robbed. She was stopped at the checkpoint by some men who were wearing masks and then dressed in the Ghana police uniform. They don't have a name, they don't have a badge, they don't have anything to identify them. Now they searched her and then they found money on this lady. Then they asked her to sit in the car. Then the name Roman, she was with her friend. According to her, for a friend there who is a Ghanaian, they cuffed him. Then in the car, no, Charlie, the conversation they are having with these people, last, after they take them round last show, then I stock like $400 from these people. And you know how these people don't say the matter. Even if it be we for Ghana here, we see and say normal, koti way baby way collect money. When would young come the baby account? She won't say that she was picked up by the police, or Becca said she was kidnapped. And as Ghana wa JF in Hono, she will say she was robbed.
You don't know.
There's another one. Then there's this one too. Onuponi the no be Ghana police. She went to an apartment. The apartment be Airbnb. Now the owner of the place asked her, or the guy in charge asked her whether she wanted a cleaner. She said no, she not the one cleaner. She come out, she come back, no. They make cleaners go the room. And according to this lady, the cleaners who came to clean the room, no, they stole her money. I think $300 or $400. They stole her money. And she made a video about the whole thing. It's out there. We just entered December. Dirty December no put the end started yet. Now where some people say then they tap the plane inside Camp Ghana. But look at the things that they are putting out there about Ghana. It's denting the reputation of Ghana. Me put this one, they bother me like the Ghana police them my own. And not even be the police alone. As we enter December, no, everything for Ghana is double.
I'm telling you.
And at the bar, this be cocoa season. Yes, at the bar. But even if you double up the price, make sure that your customer service is up to the money that you are charging. But it be the same old thing they are doing. Me, I don't know whether this whole thing it be something where it happen or it be deliberate something that they are doing. But all these things they build on the internet. When you go and Google about Ghana, about safety in Ghana, all these things will come. It could be a deliberate something to make Ghana look bad in December. So make them pick these people up or invite these people, question them whether it be true or not. They should do something about it because we all can attest to the fact that the whole year Ghana police they have been working and the assembly is here no, they will go pick the person up.
Ghana is the only place in the entire world where you get robbed by the police, bro.
I swear to God.
I promise you. This is my second. Look. Oh, sorry. Give me 2 seconds. So basically, me and my friends got stopped because we were going the opposite way. A cop comes out of nowhere. First of all, he's not even wearing proper cop gear. He just has a cop helmet and normal clothes on. So we thought he was taking a piss. He told us to turn around, asking where we were from, and then asked for our taxi's ID. We were saying we were trying to get some food, and then he said, "Okay, you know what? Follow me. I'll take you to a good spot." Took us all around, dropped us off, and I was like, "Okay, if you don't want any trouble, pay me." So we had to pay them like 50 Ghana City, which is only like $10 or 10 pounds, but still, bro. It seems like everyone here wants money.
Abba, Ghana, why? Why? We don't fear God. Why? Why?
Would you look at your face?
First of all, I don't even know whether this particular thing this guy is saying, it be real story or it just be content. But when I went to the guy's page, it seems like he's a content creator, like an American who lives in the UK, and he has come to Ghana. Now, let me make some things clear. First of all, There's nothing like taxi's ID in Ghana. Or let's probably want to say the taxi driver's ID. Second of all, no policeman in Ghana would wear just a cop helmet and a normal attire and stand beside the road. Clearly, whoever you met is not a policeman. They have shisha juma for you.
You don't know.
No policeman in Ghana will leave their job and follow you wherever you are going. And even if they will do, don't collect 50 Ghana.
I'm telling you.
If they will collect the money, they will collect the money. There, no, they'll stop the car and collect the money. Don't follow you.
You get
Clearly,
it?
someone has used their mind for you. And you are here claiming to be Ghana police.
Last night, I was kidnapped and robbed by the police in Ghana. I was kidnapped by 3 masked police officers. They covered their license plate. They didn't have name badges on. They completely covered their face. And as soon as they decided they wanted to take us, they took our phones and my camera. So I couldn't record. I couldn't contact anyone. I couldn't even look up, what was legal for the police to do. And obviously, not sure the law would have helped. They are the law like that. So the Uber driver that picked us up at the end of the night told me that this is something that happens frequently. The police set up these checkpoints all over the city and they'll stop you for anything. Like you could not come to a complete stop. You could have something on you. You could do nothing and they will stop you. And if they find out that you're American or they suspect you might have money, then they will take you. They decided they wanted to take us. They heard my accent because they asked me a question and I had to answer. And they checked our bags, they checked our whole body. And when they looked inside my bag and they saw that I had cash, they decided I needed to get in the car. So they told me to get in the car. I tried to ask why. I tried to say, like, is there anything else we can do to handle this? No. So they told me to get in the car. And they got mad anytime I tried to ask a question. So I realized, like, I cannot fight back right now. I have to simply, like, do what they say. So there was a friend of a friend that I knew in Ghana, and we had just went out to eat. So we're in the car together. They actually cuffed him because he's from Ghana, but they didn't cuff me. They just sat me in the car and they drove us around. Little did I know we were driving in Accra the whole time, but I don't know where I am. I don't have my phone. It feels like we're getting further and further from where I'm staying. Like I'm feeling, I'm feeling terrible. One of the cops is in the back seat and he has his arm around me the entire time. They were screaming at us most of the time, and then sometimes they would decide to be nice. Like it was definitely like a good cop, bad cop type of situation. They told me I would not go back home to America. They would arrest me and those charges would not let me board my flight. They told my friend he was gonna go to jail. And the threats kept escalating. At one point, they even made me read a Bible verse and explain to them why that meant we should pay them before they take us to the station. This was the most nonsense I'd ever heard in my life. But again, they're all armed. There are big ass guns in the trunk. At one point, there were 5 officers with us, and then at other points, there were 3. Like there was no leaving. There was no nothing. So at one point they pulled up at an ATM and they told me, take out as much as you can. Are you dumb? Do I look like I'm fucking dumb? And I know y'all are probably like, why'd you get in the car? Why did I get in the car? I didn't have a choice. You try resisting 5 fat ass, armed, stinky ass, and let's get into the smell because the car stank. So at the ATM, I told them like that, obviously they couldn't go with me into the ATM. I went to tell the bank people that I was not good, but they still had my phone and my camera and the person that I was with. So I took some money out. I took out like $150 US dollars, and I went back to the car. I gave it to them. I'm thinking it's over then. No, of course it's not over. They're still trying to extort more money out of the other guy. So eventually they get about $400, and I'm tweaking because I'm like, I need to be up in the morning. Like, where am I? Who am I? Like, I just felt, I've never felt powerless like that in my life. So I say all that to say, if you're going to Accra for Dirty December or going at all, make sure you don't, look rich. I didn't even have on any designer. I had on a cheap outfit. It doesn't matter. Don't talk back to the police because they will straight up take you. Thankfully, I'm not physically harmed. $150, that's nothing. They don't know that, but I'm gonna be okay, and I thank God for that. I thank God for his covering. And yeah, just wanted to tell my story.
So finally, full investigations have been launched into the whole matter about the allegations being made about the Ghana police from some individuals or some people who have visited Ghana to experience the dirty December. Just a couple of hours ago, for those of you who have not seen the video, it's on my page. Just a couple of hours ago, I made a video about some individuals who are claiming that they have been robbed. Some people say they have been kidnapped and all of that. So finally, we've got something from the Ghana Tourism Authority. Yes, this be how fast the system they work in Ghana. You have nothing to worry about. So this came from the CEO. This one, I got it directly under my post on X from the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority, Gilbert Abeku Agui Santana. Now, this is what it says. So it says, Ghana Tourism Authority has taken note of a video circulating on social media in which some visiting Black Americans allege that they were kidnapped and extorted by individuals purported to be police officers. We wish to state clearly that the Ghana Police Service and the Cybersecurity Authority have already launched full investigations into the matter. These agencies are handling the issue with urgency and seriousness it deserves, and the public will be updated upon the conclusion of their work. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. It will be on the screen so you can read it for yourself. But yes, finally, it feels good that we have gotten something from the authorities to assure us that, Charlie, whatever is going on, no, they have seen it on social media. So for those of you coming to Ghana, this is to tell you how safe the country is. Don't let anybody deceive you.
You get it?
Ghana is the hottest spot right now in Africa. If you go to another country, probably you are going to the zoo or something. But if you want to chill, the nightlife or the concert that are happening, from the Beam concert 24th, we have Medical and Own Day happen. Revival, Black Sheriff, Zama Disco. Yes, that one too, it has been moved to the University of Ghana Stadium, Legon Stadium. That is where it is happening. So if I tell you, say this December, the things they happen. We have the Sin City by Sinaso. That one too, they happen. Everywhere in Ghana, things are going on. And of course, Rapaholic, that one put there, no need any advertisements. It they happen. If you enter January, Free the Youth, them are on to they happen. And talking about Free the Youth, Charlie, they are doing something that is awesome in Ghana. Like for the first time, not in Ghana itself, in Africa. Like for the first time in Africa, a streetwear brand is collaborating with Jordan. Hey. Jordan, oh, Charlie, like this news will be crazy. I didn't know how to break this news to you people. But for the first time in Africa, a brand, a streetwear brand, Free the Youth Air Jordan 1. You now just picture the whole thing. I've seen some pictures that are leaking online. And these are even teasers, so I've heard that there are more that will be coming. Their collaboration or their partnership, I've heard it's a long one. And I've heard that the shoe, no, they'll be launching it at their rave. So, Charlie, a lot of things that are going on in Ghana, you don't want to miss out.
So guys, you heard what Buje said. Like, I love the fact that when something happened in Ghana, the right authority try to fix it immediately. Okay, that's to show how the system is working in Ghana. Okay, and I just want to let you know that in Ghana, you are safe. All right, you are safe. It's not like other countries that when something happened to you, nobody will even mind you. Like, you will come out, cry, talk, and talk. If you like, talk from today to tomorrow, nobody will even mind you. But in Ghana, it's different. In Ghana, they care about your well-being. They care about you as a person. It doesn't matter where you're from. They care about you the same way they care about themselves and their fellow Ghanaians. So when you are coming to Ghana, you should be rest assured that you are safe. They don't tolerate anything negative. I mean, things that is against the law, they don't tolerate it here in Ghana. And once you are caught doing one thing that is not going in line with the law, then you are in trouble because you'll be punished. Like, the punishment is going to come on you with an immediate effect. So my humble advice to people coming into Ghana for Dirty December, when you come, you should be alerted. You should be aware that not only Ghanaians that will be in this town, there are so many people from different countries that will come, and everybody is coming with a mindset. Like, it's either you are coming to have fun, you are coming to steal, you are coming to do, like, it should be full of positivity, negativity, and a lot more. So be alerted, just be careful, because it's not just Ghanaians that will be in Ghana during the Dirty December. You'll be surprised that you as an African American can attack and steal from you. You as a Nigerian can attack and steal from you. You as a Ghanaian can attack and steal from you. You an Ivorian can steal from you also. So my message for you coming for Dirty December, please you guys should take care of yourself, okay? We know that Ghana is a very peaceful country. Ghana is a sweet place. Ghana is bubbling during 30 December, no doubt about that. But you have to take care of yourself because people from different countries will be in Ghana. They will come. They will come with different mindset. So be alerted. That's just a humble advice I have for you. I want to say a very big thank you to Ghana Tourism Authority. You guys have shown us that we are safe in Ghana. I mean, we the foreigners in Ghana are safe. Of course, you don't treat us like different from the rest of the Ghanaians. We appreciate you all, and please keep doing your great work, all right? And like Buje said, please, they have to really investigate what went on with them. Yes, they should investigate. We trust you that something positive will come out of this. And as for Ghana police, please, I beg you, if you guys have started doing mugu mugu, please, no do am, okay? Please, I beg una. I don't even have to say anything because you know what your government can do. Okay, they don't tolerate. If you like, you should be police, you should be president, they will deal with you. Yes, once you are down from that presidential seat, you are going to carry your cross. You don't know. Look at what happened to that judge in Ghana. If this in some countries, nothing will happen to the woman. But here in Ghana, look at what happened to her. Ghana is where law works. So everybody really have to be careful. It doesn't matter if you're a foreigner or you are a Ghanaian. Eh? Be careful. Be careful. Well, so this is what they said. I think I saw the video 3 days ago. I think 2-3 days ago. And I took a look at the video and I be like, oh my God, my Nigerian people will come on top of my head now saying, is this not the same Ghana police that you are hyping and saying they are this, they are that? So that's the reason why I didn't even check the video out. But when I saw this new development, I feel I should come out here and really talk about it, you know. We also have emotions, like we also think about what other people feel about what we say. We are not just sitting down here and saying things with no emotions. We do have emotions. I want you guys to be aware of that, so you take it easy on us on the comment section, okay? So you guys saw the events that is coming on this December. I hope you all are excited about it. I think I'll be going for maybe 1 or 2 of the events. And yeah, if you want to join me or you want us to go to an event, be ready to get me a ticket and I'll go. Yeah, that's if you want me to go to. Oh, I pray I'll be well before that time. So I think I have to start giving you room to recommend videos, guys. Yes, you can recommend videos for me to react to. On the screen is my WhatsApp number. You can recommend any kind of videos you want me to react to. And if you have any information or anything you want me to put out there, you can also do the same. All right. So on the screen is my WhatsApp number, but I will likewise call the number 020-530-2931. For those of you that are abroad, you have to use the code +233-20-530-2931. So that's my WhatsApp number. You can send all your recommendations, any video you want me to react to, or if you have anything you want me to put out there, send it through this WhatsApp number. Thank you so much, guys, for, you know, all the support. I really appreciate you guys are amazing. I'm sorry that I'm talking so calm today. I'm not well. I want you guys to put me in your prayers. I appreciate. And let me know if you want me like this or you want the bubbling Delphina. Yes, I'm really having a chronic headache. I already poured water more than 3 times already on my head. Yeah. Just pray for me, guys. I love you. Bye.